Here we've got the PCB from Facelesstech, the RetroZero Gameboy Color version, the split board. It's revision E, revision C. So, I mean, this is something I've done before, these sort of things. The Gameboy Color version 1 and 2. But I wanted to try Facelesstech because I think it's always nice when somebody builds your stuff, as long as they don't slag it off too much. And obviously he's a Brit, and I thought I'd give it a go. I haven't made one of these for a while, so I've got one Pi Zero left, and probably the last one I buy for a while, because obviously you can really get them off eBay and off scalpers and stuff. So that's the Pi Zero first version, so it is going to be a bit slow, but never mind. And what else we got? This is all the stuff from Mauser. I know it looks a lot, but it's just, obviously I'm only going to need a couple of these each. That's the LEDs. I went for orange, yellow. My Retro 6 custom case. They did a fantastic job on this. Highly recommend Retro 6 to anybody. And it wasn't that expensive considering it's a completely one-off unique design. Brilliant job they did on that. Careful with that. They also gave me a freebie, which is really nice of them. SP, is it a SP case? I got no use for it at all. I mean, I might send it to Facelesstech if he gives me his address. I don't need that anyway, but that's nice of them. Got a bunch of different rubbers and buttons. More rubbers, more buttons. Then we got the AliExpress stuff. So screens in there, speaker, buttons, charging board, amp, charging ports. Well, mostly together now. There's only a couple of things that are missing: the phone jack, speaker, on-off switch, and internal battery power. Still got it on the external, obviously. No major issues. The board did split. I was using 0 ohm resistors as these bridges here. They were too weak, too short, so I've used strips of wire there, rigid wire, and that's made the board pretty resistant, or resilient. This is a better word. And everything's working so far. Got the LEDs on. Software's up and running. The button configuration was that had me stumped actually, because it was just a bit weird, the button configuration, which is not down to Facelesstech or anything. It's just the retro game config had me flummoxed. Anyway, so things are working on it on the software side of things, which is good. That's my weak point. LED intensity, I'm not really sure whether that's sort of, it's difficult to gauge until the case is together, but I think that's probably about right. I don't want it too intense, burning your retinas out, because I want to have it subtle enough that you could probably leave the LEDs on the whole time, although you do have that on-off toggle switch. So pretty much here, all the soldering's been done. And I've just got to get the screen cover on as a final thing really, and get the case together. Battery's already in there. Got sound now. I added the extra LED here for the power indicator. Just took a spur off the this LED here, which was quite fortunate really. Just gave me the ability to quite easily add a power LED, which I think it just needed just for the look. Taped off the power board LEDs, the red ones, because they're just way too strong. So there's just a tiny bit of light at the bottom there. Just gives you the ability to see whether it's charging or not, or kind of what it's doing, but it doesn't affect the overall look. These are, I put the clears in here. These are the clear buttons, and as you can see, it's a little bit too much. I was never really intending to use clears there. We go back to the black. That was the original plan. This is obviously, if you don't know, I mean, this is Ned Flanders. or in a particular episode or a particular couch gag. Season 27, LAZ Rider, where Ned plays a character called Fernando Whitmore, and it's basically an 80s parody. It's along the lines of sort of Kung Fury, and it's absolutely awesome. It's one of the best couch gags I've seen. Guest animator Steve Cutts had a hand in it, and he's done a brilliant job. It's one of those things you can either do right or you can totally fail, and he totally nailed it. It's probably, as I said, probably one of the best couch gags, and it just tickles me, this badass version of the Ned Flanders, you know, this prison tattoos, working out. I just love it. So the Game Boy Color Badass Flanders edition is finished. It's turned out really well, very, very happy with the look of it. And obviously it's all based on the RetroZero from Facelesstech, so I'll be putting his link in the description. Go check his stuff out. The boards, you can download his design and follow the instructions like I did. It's turned out really well. I mean, that could be the greatest Game Boy Color ever created. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. No, really, really happy with that. And well, thanks for watching.